Well, welcome to day 7. Tidy this all up now. Yeah, that's stage 1, and then revisit the list, but I just need to finish the tidy up. Right, so a little break from doing that. It's a little bit boring. So I'm just reinstalling this little valve here, and this joins the 2 freshwater tanks together, so you can shut them off independently of each other if required. Just cleaning up this little rubber. Managed to get a bit of paint on that, but that's fine. Rubber's still in really nice nick. So, and this is again really low pressure, so this is the low pressure side of the system. That sits in there, and that comes down there like that. It pushes in. Come on, sweetheart, get it in there. There you go. I just wanted to get that back on because it was on the chart table, and I thought, I'll tell you what, let's just fit it. Nice. Okay, turn that one back on. No isolation valve. It's off at the moment, is it? Yeah, it's off. Yeah. That's back on. Cool. Nice. I need a hand with something. So, should I get the rigging done now? So the boat's out of the water with the rigging and survey. It's going to be at least £3,000. So yeah, £3,000 roughly, which that's going to be a real struggle to get at the moment, but things should improve shortly. So should I just get that done now whilst the boat's here sitting out of the water? Just get it all done, and then I know that that's great. Or should I put it off until I've got a little bit more cash? So yeah, tell me what you think. As far as the survey goes, I mean, this boat went through the survey okay. There was a few things when I bought it, but I've done all those. So I mean, this boat's in much better condition than when I bought it. So I mean, it should absolutely sail through a survey. No pun intended. But it, it's just like spending £3,000 is a bit of a problem. But also, the insurance company, this is the main thing that's pushed it. I mean, if it wasn't for the insurance company, I wouldn't get the rigging done yet. But they're asking for an outwater survey, and I know for a fact that a surveyor will flag the fact that the rigging hasn't been done for 10 years. So, rock and a hard place type thing. That's that. So if you don't mind commenting below, say yes, you should get it done, or no, you shouldn't get it done. And then, it'll just help me clarify. So this is the bottom of the backstay. You can see there's no split pins in it at the moment. You see there, I mean, it's really good. And then the shrouds. And there's no evidence of any problem at all there. Well, that's good. The chain plates are good. I checked all those. That's the baby stay. I mean, that doesn't do a lot anyway, to be fair, but it's, again, it's good. And the forestay. The worst thing about the forestay is that bracket there. If you look, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little bit of a gap. But that can just be tightened up. I can take some weight off of that with a couple of halyards or something. But yeah, the rigging's, it's good. And last time I had it all off, well, actually that doesn't look quite right, does it? That you see that? There. It looks like it's at a slight angle. See that? That will be putting stress on that. That's not good. Again, these looking great. There's no corrosion or anything. And all the bottle jacks or screw jacks, what they're called, look fine. All the pins up the master okay as well. I mean, so what do you do? What do you do? Just checking in here earlier, and the fuel leak on that joint that's all cured, so there's no leaking there. But there was just a little drip, but I keep drying it in here in this little area there, getting rid of the fuel, and it comes back immediately. So I think the filter's not quite seating properly. You can just see that coming back. So I'm going to I've got some new filters, I'm just going to change it out. I was due to do that anyway. Right, so what I've got is one of these little Delphi filters. And that comes obviously with its whole new set of stuff. So let's get this old filter off. So how's that looking down there? Clean as a whistle, so that's all good. Ah, that's interesting. There's no rubber seal. No wonder it leaked. My God, it's done a very good job of not leaking. This boat, it never ceases to amaze me actually. It's like, it just does well. You know? So I must have thrown that back together when I was, and just not put a bloody seal in it. What an amateur. Right, so that's that new one on. So let's see if I can get that one in there off. Okay, so the new one, just check the size. Yeah, it looks about right. Whack that on. That's on. Sweet! Now where's my bradawl gone? There it is. So that would probably be quite good for getting this seal out, if there is one in there. Oh my God, is there not one in there either? It doesn't feel like it. Okay, I'm going to have to resort to using the old phone, which is very good for this. Right, yes, so there's no seal in the top and no seal in the bottom. I wonder why it was leaking. But I tell you what, when you consider that there was no seals on that, my God, it did so well. I mean, that's amazing. So that's that, and we'll put one in the bottom here as well. So how about that? That had no seal on it, no seal on there, and it was holding fuel. It was dripping a tiny bit. I can't get my head around that. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Oh well, good. I mean, it's good, it's all good. Bit of fuel around there just to help it. It didn't feel like it's going on too well. There you go, look at that, man. Woohoo. Oh yeah, yeah. This ain't gonna leak now, I'll tell you that. Sweet, oh man, I'm so happy. Oh gosh, things are happening on JJ. Things are happening. That is damn fine. November 21. Woohoo! So, before I started all this YouTube business, I had a battery explosion, and this got covered in acid, and it's definitely affected its structural integrity. So that is going. I'll use it as a template, and then it's out of here. Luckily, I've got another roll of it there, which I shall be using. So, quick look where we're at. So the that's the V-berth. It's still full of stuff. The head, yeah, it's pretty sorted really. Just got to clean the sink and a few bits and pieces there. Generally, pretty much done really. That table there goes there normally, like a standard table with it. You know, it comes back from here with a little, you know, place for a few bottles, and then two flaps that open. I don't know if I'm going to put that back or not. I've got a table for the cockpit sitting under all that stuff over there, and I could mount that there that I could take it completely off, because if I'm going to be living on the boat, you know, this is lovely having all this space here, and it's actually one of the few places of the boat where you can actually stand on a flat floor. So, but we'll see. But you saw this yesterday, but that's the chart table now. That's all nicely sorted out. Yeah, I've moved the epoxy up there, so now the galley is pretty much sorted. Given it a bit of a clean, and so she's starting to look good. Yeah, thanks for watching. That's the end of day 7. Should I carry on with daily updates? Maybe shorter ones, like 5 minutes or something, just a quick sort of recap of what I've done during the day, rather than watching me tighten screws up. I don't know. So, again, I'd be really grateful if you'd kind of give me a little bit of guidance, because you know, I'm trying to learn this stuff still, and yeah, I don't know. So that'd be good. I'll tell you what I did do. The floor, I sort of blobbed some epoxy by mistake here there, so I've scraped all that off. So I've got to just sand a bit there and there, and then just like rough the whole lot up. Then I'll paint that, and I'll do these boards as well. Here, and there's one in each cabin. Home time!